caught in a lie. Last Saturday, I saw my wife step out in her best dress, the same one she wore the night we got engaged, and I felt something cold settle in my stomach. For weeks, she'd been vanishing every weekend, always with some generic excuse: brunch with friends, yoga retreats, a sick relative I'd never met. I'd never followed her before, but that morning, I got in my car and tailed her, heart pounding, hands shaking. She drove out of town, past the strip malls and into the old part of the city, finally pulling up to a tiny church I didn't even know existed. I parked a block away and watched her walk inside, then waited a few minutes before sneaking in behind her. There were candles everywhere, and people I'd never seen before, all dressed in white. She stood at the altar, her back to me, facing a man I'd never seen, a man who smiled at her in a way I hadn't seen in years. A priest began to speak, and I realized they were renewing their vows. My wife was holding hands with this stranger, tears streaming down her face as she promised to love him forever. I wanted to scream, to storm the altar, but I was frozen, stuck in the doorway, watching my entire life unravel. After the ceremony, I followed them outside, hiding behind a tree while they laughed and kissed and took pictures with the other guests. She looked happier than she had in months, maybe years. I felt like I was watching a movie where I'd been cast as the villain, the unwanted extra haunting the background. That night, when she came home, I confronted her. She didn't deny anything. She told me she'd married him years before she met me, and their relationship had never ended. I was her escape, a rehearsal for the life she wished she could have, but never left behind. The truth is, I knew something was wrong all along, but I didn't want to lose the fantasy. I realized I was more afraid of being alone than of being lied to. Maybe that's why I let her keep disappearing. Maybe that's why I never really tried to stop her.